Hey everyone, it's David. And let's be honest, the English language, it's a bit of a mess. It's like a giant kitchen junk drawer, where someone shoved a dictionary into a blender, hit puree, and then said, good luck figuring this out. But hey, that's what we're here for. Today we're diving into some of the most commonly confused words in the English language. You know the ones, those sneaky little devils that trip up even the most seasoned writers and speakers. We're talking about the affect versus effect dilemma, their triangle of doom and more. We're going to decode these tricky terms and give you the knowledge to use them with confidence. Let's clear up the confusion once and for all. All right, let's tackle our first pair of troublemakers. Affect and effect. I know, they sound incredibly similar and it's easy to mix them up. But think of it this way. Affect is all about action, about making a change. Imagine a superhero, right? They use their powers to affect the villains, to influence them or make something happen. So affect is usually a verb. For example, the weather can affect your mood. See, the weather is actively doing something to your mood. Now, effect is the result, the outcome, the consequence of that action. It's what happens because of something else. Going back to our superhero example, the effect of their actions might be that the villain is defeated or that a city is saved. Effect is typically a noun. You can see the effect of something, the impact it had. Like, the movie had a profound effect on me. The movie did something to me. It caused an effect. Remember, affect is the action, the influence. Effect is the result, the outcome. And if you ever get stuck, just remember our superhero analogy. Deep breaths, everyone. It's time to face the Bermuda Triangle of commonly confused words, there, and there. These three little words cause a lot of headaches, but don't worry, we've got this. Let's start with there. Think of there as a possessive word. It shows ownership, belonging, like that's their car. See, the car belongs to them. It's their possession. Next up, we have there. Picture there pointing to a specific location. It's like saying, look over there, or let's go over there. It's all about place. And finally, we have the master of disguise. There is a contraction of they are, so if you can substitute they are into your sentence and it makes sense, then you're good to go. For example, they're going to the park is the same as saying they're going to the park. So to recap, there is possessive, there indicates a place, and there is a contraction of they are. Got it? Good. Let's move on. Okay, let's move on to another pair of tricky words that often trip people up. Your and your. But just like before, we're going to break it down and make it crystal clear. Your is all about possession. It's like saying that's book or is this house. It shows that something belongs to the person you're talking to. Now, your is a bit of a chameleon. It's a contraction, which means it's two words combined into one. In this case, it's you and are coming together to form your. The easiest way to tell if you need your is to try replacing it with you are. If the sentence still makes sense, then you're good to go. For example, you're doing great is the same as saying you are doing great. So, to recap, your shows possession, something belonging to you, while your is a contraction of you are. Let's unravel the mystery of its verses. These two are especially tricky because they break the usual possessive rules in English. But don't worry, we'll make it easy to remember. It's without an apostrophe is the possessive form of it. It shows that something belongs to or is associated with it. For example, the dog wagged tail. The tail belongs to the dog. It's the dog's tail now. It's with an apostrophe is another one of those sneaky contractions. It's short for it is or it has. If you can replace it's with it is or it has in your sentence, and it still makes sense, then you know you've used the right one. For example, it's a beautiful day is the same as saying it is a beautiful day. And it's been raining for hours is the same as saying it has been raining for hours. So to recap, it is possessive, showing something belongs to it, while it is a contraction of it is or it has. All right, let's move on to our final pair of commonly confused words, then and than. These two little words often trip people up, but don't worry, we're going to make it easy to remember. Think of then as your trusty sidekick for all things time-related. If you're talking about something that happened next or something that will happen in the future, then is your go-to word. For example, you might say, I went to the store and I went home, or if you finish your homework, you can watch TV. Now, than is your comparison guru. Use then when you want to compare two things to show how one thing is different from another. For example, you might say, this book is better than that one, Or she's taller, I am. See how than is helping us compare things. So to recap, then is for time, while than is for comparisons. That's it. We did it. We've tackled some of the most commonly confused words in the English language. Give yourselves a round of applause, word nerds. You've earned it. Remember, even the best writers and speakers make mistakes sometimes. The important thing is to keep learning and keep practicing. The more you use these words correctly, the more confident you'll become. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more educational content. See you next time.